Welcome to this wonderful, exciting webinar that we have today with Dubai and Emirates. My name is Antje. As Paige has mentioned already, I'm the account director for Canada, together with my colleague Laura, who you basically, most of you hopefully have seen 2 weeks ago. If you have ever any questions, please always feel free to reach out and we'll be happy to help. But let's dive right in. Dubai is a very exciting destination. Why should you sell Dubai? You might wonder. I think one of the best voices are always the voices of our travelers. And in fact, for 3 years in a row, Dubai has been voted the most popular destination through TripAdvisor, which we're of course very happy about. We have a lot of inventory to cover every traveler profile and budget that you can imagine, with more than 820 hotels. For everyone joining in from kind of Toronto and the GTA, I checked the numbers in Toronto and they were somewhere around 400. So as you can tell, we have lots of variety to offer. And of course, no surprise, we welcomed more than 10 million international visitors just at the first half of this year. I bet most of you know where Dubai is, because you are all excellent travel professionals, but just a quick reminder with this map, we are truly at the heart of the world. What do I mean when I say that? Dubai is always on the way to somewhere. So you will see that many Canadians choose Dubai as a standalone destination, which they will spend typically 7 to 8 days, because there is a lot of things to do. Hopefully you agree after the presentation. But we also want you to keep us in mind for a stopover, or as we prefer to call it, combination. So any clients traveling to any African country, India, Seychelles, Maldives, Jordan, wherever your clients go, Dubai is a fantastic combination destination and adds value to their trip. And most of the stopover packages are somewhere for Canadians between 2 to 4 days. So always consider Dubai. Dubai is one of the 7 United Arab Emirates and has roughly 3.5 million inhabitants. What are they made of? Well, a whole lot of diversity. In fact, in Dubai, we have more than 200 nationalities, 150 languages plus spoken. But here is a total surprising fact. 85% of the population are in fact expats. And that will tell you already why this is such a vibrant destination, because you have this old traditional local Emirati culture mixed with the global influence of a cosmopolitan city. That's what makes the city truly, truly special. It's also a city of fun. And with fun, we mean you are never too old. It's a city for everyone and every age. When you look at families, we have so many theme parks, water parks, fun parks. You can't even cover them in 10 days, honestly. Again, it's for every age, so you can feel free to be a kid again. But of course, we have plenty of beaches with more than 300 days of the year that we have sunshine. And that's very conservative. It's actually way more than 300. And of course, we have lots of other attractions. Some of them I will cover throughout this presentation. What I want you also to pay attention to is, almost when we all picture Dubai, you have this great cosmopolitan skyline in mind, but you may forget that in fact, there is so much culture and history in Dubai. Yes, it's a very young city, and all of this development happened in almost only 50 years. But it used to be once kind of this old traditional lift-off fishing. There are the beautiful Dubai Old part, which I will talk about in a second. But with all of the global influence coming in, you of course have a lot of culture, design district, innovative kind of art spaces. So definitely something for everyone. However, one of the best parts to explore culture is 100% through, you guessed it, your stomach. We all love to eat when we're traveling. And in Dubai, oh my, you are definitely set up for a wonderful culinary journey. It's one of the most diverse scenes in the world. Of course, we now know why. And you get literally everything from street food and easygoing food to high-star Michelin star dining. It's a very safe city. And in fact, most of the Canadians, when they come back, I would say that's almost one of the top things that they always say, that they didn't realize how safe Dubai is. We also have a lot of women-only travel groups to Dubai who are coming repetitively, numerous times, because again, there is a lot of things to see and do. What I'm most fascinated with when I talk about Dubai is the city of contrast. Where in the world do you have a city where you have the cosmopolitan skyline, you have the old heritage buildings from the Fisher Creek village it once used to be, you have the ocean with beautiful, beautiful beaches in front of it, you have the desert right in front of your doorstep, and you also have a mountain range. I bet many of you didn't know that. I'll give you a glimpse of that shortly as well. So everything just within one city and short drives. What does that mean? That means there is no excuse. We have truly a possibility for every single one of your traveler profiles to have a fantastic time in Dubai. And we really mean it, whether they are Gen Z, we have a lot. In fact, we see a huge increase in young travelers, young affluent travelers that look for affordable luxury. Of course, the romantic couple, the family getaway. And of course, we are a prime luxurious destination. So everyone can enjoy what they are after. This is actually an interactive map, not to overwhelm you. It didn't work with this presentation, my apologies. So now we're going to overwhelm you a bit, but I wanted to take you through some neighborhoods of Dubai. This is basically a map of Dubai. And you might see on the right-hand side a yellow circle. That is where the airport is in Dubai. That's where everyone will land. And if you basically take the metro from the airport, which is very safe, reliable, fast, beautiful, better than a lot of local transport options that we might have here in Canada, and you cross the city, it will take you roughly 1 hour. So just that kind of to give you a little bit of an orientation of how big we're talking about and how fast. What's very popular amongst Canadians is the red and the gray area. That's what we call Old Dubai. To the left of the red area, you see a little bit of a blue area. That's more the financial district. That's where your typical business traveler would very, very likely stay. And then to the left of that, you have the purple area, which is what we call downtown. You may see in the back end, there is also Burj Khalifa, Dubai Mall, and so on. Beautiful, very walkable. All districts of Dubai truly are. And even here, when you're downtown Toronto, it's only downtown Dubai, it's only 15 to 20 minutes with the metro back to the airport. The kind of greenish line on top of the screen, that is, of course, where all the beachfront is. The orange part is what we call Dubai Marina and JBR, which is kind of a more recent development. It's kind of this beachfront lifestyle district, upscale, modern, lots of yachts, nice promenade, strolling walks. And then, of course, the purple part on top, that's the very, very famous Palm Jumeirah with, on the very top, the Hotel Atlantis. That was really to give you a very brief overview of the city. Now let's talk about some icons. I would love to do a little quiz and test you on some of them, but again, we're trying to get through a lot today, but I bet most of you know Burj Khalifa. Burj Khalifa is the world's tallest existing structure with 828 meters. If you're anything like me, I don't even know what that means. So what I want you to think about now is, what is the highest building you have been on? Basically, what was the highest floor you ever traveled up to with an elevator in a building? And now maybe guess how many stories Burj Khalifa has. It's 163. So that just gives you a little bit of a dimension of how tall we're talking about. It's a fantastic destination. It's also home to the hotel of Giorgio Armani. Of course, you have great clubs there, restaurants, observation deck, and so on. Burj Al Arab, that's a beautiful hotel pictured here. You will see it in a lot of Dubai pictures. Also a premium luxury hotel. You don't have to stay there. You can also go in there and enjoy the spa and the restaurants. When we're in Dubai, we are very curious about the shopping situation. And Dubai Mall is, in fact, one of the largest shopping malls in the world and the most visited shopping mall in the world. It has more than 1,200 stores. But not only that, Dubai always takes it up a notch. We have an ice rink in there, a zoo, an underwater aquarium, a fantastic kids entertainment park, drop them off, go shopping for 6 hours. They still don't want to come back. It's a fantastic destination to go to. And it's also, by the way, directly connected to Burj Khalifa. Not far from there, we have the Dubai Fountain, which is one of the world's largest choreographed fountain. Basically, the water can spray up to 150 meters in the air and is dancing based to the beat of the music that's coming out. And of course, the color schemes are changing as well. It's truly spectacular, and we would recommend everyone to watch it. And you can see, you will hear a lot from me today about the highest, the tallest, the longest. That's all what you can find in Dubai. Speaking of which, meet Ein Dubai. It's the largest, and you've guessed it, tallest observation wheel with 250 meters. It's a beautiful opportunity to see the city 360 when you're on top. Very gorgeous at night and very romantic. And one ride around will roughly take you 40 minutes. And you can see maybe these closed gondolas in the picture. You can also even book a private dining experience. Lots of opportunities. One of my personal favorites is the Dubai Frame. Not only is it gorgeous in architecture, it's an actual museum. There are exhibitions inside. All of these, a lot of the buildings in Dubai have a lot of meaning. And this Dubai Frame is supposed to symbolize the connection between the old past of Dubai, when they lived off, fishing, to all the way over to this innovative cosmopolitan city. So if you take a picture from the frame on one side of the frame, you see the modern Dubai. If you look at it from the other side, you actually see old Dubai. It's really, really cool, and you learn a lot in that museum. The Palm. Who doesn't know the Palm? Of course, we need to visit the Palm. By the way, it's one of the most visited locations, of course, from Canadians, together with downtown and also Old Dubai. There is a beautiful viewing spot. It takes you up to the 52nd floor. It's kind of an interactive museum where you can learn about how this palm came to be. It only took 5 years to be completed and added roughly 60 kilometers to the coastline of Dubai. And of course, many, many of the hotels are located right here at the Palm. My next favorite building in Dubai, for sure, is the Museum of the Future. It's a gorgeous building, has been ranked amongst the top 15 by National Geographic. And you can see these kind of inscriptions on the outside. That's actually poetry, or some poetry lines from the ruler of Dubai. During the night, they are lit up. It's a spectacular picture to be taken, but it's also super interesting on the inside. You will learn what future might be looking like in 2071 or 2071. It's really covering all areas of travel, sustainability. You get greeted by robots, mechanical flying birds. Very, very interesting to go inside. One tip I do have, it's a very highly visited attraction. Make sure you definitely book upfront. So if you have a client who's going to Dubai, that's definitely one of the first things you should be considering to book. Gorgeous. And if you want to see a little bit more of the outdoor, how about trying, I know we stay within the theme, the world's highest 360 infinity pool. And wow, what a view. By the way, you can't fall off that pool. Of course, it's the way the picture is taken. And I'm giving you a little hint now. If you look to the right of the lovely lady in the picture, you see a hotel, and that hotel is called Atlantis the Royal. It's one of the most luxurious hotels in the world. And that's where our giveaway will go to for 3 nights. So one lucky of you, hopefully, might be able to win that package. That's exactly where the hotel is. We'll get to that later on. What I mentioned briefly in the beginning, Dubai is not just this cosmopolitan skyline, it's also a lot of heritage and history. And maybe you remember in the map that I showed you, there were 2 parts, like the gray and the red, and they are divided by a river, basically, which is the Dubai Creek. They connect these 2 old parts of Dubai. And one of the most fun ways to go from one side to the other is to take one of these very local and traditional abras. That's what they called. They are really, really very, very cheap. It's kind of like $2-3. and it's already a fun attraction itself to just skip from one side to the next. And you can walk around beautiful old historical neighborhoods and districts. Please, please do yourselves and your clients a favor and visit the Sheikh Mohammed Center for Cultural Understanding. How can I say? They truly invite you in. They wanna bridge any cultural gaps and any questions someone might have. You are invited to join them for either breakfast, lunch, or dinner, sit down, and truly no question is off the table. You can ask any question that you have about Ramadan, about the way of living, about Emirati culture, and so they will ask you back. It's a very fun way to explore the culture, and there are also lots of other things offered there, like an original coffee ceremony. They also offer walking tours of the old historical district. Yeah, possibilities are limitless. I need to go back to shopping though, because one of the great things about Old Dubai are the souks. Souk is kind of a bazaar, and we have many different themed souks. So we have, for example, the spice souk, the perfume souk, the gold souk, the fashion souk, you name it. We have it all. And you are definitely challenged to try your negotiation skills. Do not buy the regular price. Everyone expects you're gonna bargain a little bit down. And please don't come home empty-handed. Lots of opportunities. One of the best things about Dubai is meeting the Emiratis. And they are so proud of their culture and their history. They really, really love talking about it. And honestly, they're one of the most hospitable people you will ever meet in the world. Particularly when you go to the desert, which I will get to in a second. Wonderful, wonderful experience. Okay, beach, of course, we talked about the 300 days of sunshine. Beach, you guessed it now, we have something for every type of traveler. The beaches are good for everyone. Most of them are publicly accessible. Whether you just want to hang out on the beach or are more interested in water sports, there is a beach for that. Lots of piers with shopping, beautiful restaurants on the side, outdoor markets, more popular beaches than the others. You guessed it. We have something for every traveler profile. Some of the beaches are private, especially on the Palm, but don't worry. Most of them you can still basically buy an entry ticket. It's like a daily pass, and you can enjoy this beautiful, super well-maintained beach, and of course also enjoy the culinary and the food and drink that they basically offer. By the way, drink, one of the superstitions that sometimes come up about Dubai is some worries that you might not be able to enjoy your glass of wine or a beer, which is absolutely not true. In almost all of the restaurants, of course, you get served alcohol to the choice of your liking. It's just not that you can't drink in public spaces, but of course, all restaurants, hotels, wherever you go to, whether it's nightlife, you can just enjoy it as you would do back home. Out on adventure, there is nothing that Dubai doesn't have. Truly, truly true. Of course, all of these things that are listed here, kite surfing, wake sports, parasailing. One of the ones that I definitely want to try but haven't yet is flyboarding. No experience needed. Everyone can do it, and the water shoots you 10 meters up in the air. You'll apparently feel like a superhero. I will report on it once I've done it. If water's not your thing, you can also jump out of a plane. You for sure will get no better picture from the Palm than when skydiving. That is for sure. You will win that contest. You can also do one of the longest urban zip lines that we have in the world. You can reach up to 80 kilometers in speed, all happening in Dubai. How about horse riding and polo on the beach? Honestly, we truly, it's a playground. Anything that you think of what you can do it in Dubai. And now talking about the desert, if you ever have a client, even if they only want to do a stopover of 2 nights, I make this now your responsibility. Don't let them leave without visiting the desert. They will be forever thankful. It is such a fun way. It's very close to the city, depending on where they stay. It's maybe only a 30-minute drive, maybe 1 hour. That's it. And you're already in the desert. You can do fantastic things like 4x4, hot air ballooning, camel rides, ATV. But one of my favorites for sure is the overnight glamping. And there are many, many different lodges in the desert, again, based on the traveler's budget, anything from kind of affordable luxury to more luxury, being a loner, being more with people, being in your romantic own little tent. And there is nothing better than looking at the sky full of stars when you have no other light distractment from a city. Very beautiful and definitely a must. I also told you about a mountain range that's close by, which is Hatta or Hatta Highlands. So if you there for the average Canadian stay, which is kind of 7 to 8 days, for sure you'll have a couple of days that you can go out here and enjoy more of the nature. Just to give you a glimpse, there you also can find a lot of heritage. You can go hiking, kayaking, and just basically take a little bit of a breath away from the hustle and bustle of the city. What's on in Dubai? Well, a lot. I only pointed out a few things that are happening still for the remainder of 2025. I highly recommend visiting our website. We have of course, calendar of events. So whenever your clients are traveling, or maybe you're traveling yourself, always make sure to check out that event calendar so you know what's going on in the city. We're at the end of my presentation. I could talk for another 4 hours, and trust me, we have just scratched the surface, but hopefully you get a glimpse into why Canadians actually do stay for almost 8 days when they come by themselves. Please know we're also a great combination destination, as I mentioned. Sometimes it's even worth it just one night. Even if they have one night, you can for sure do Old Dubai. It's a 10-minute ride from the airport. Please always keep us in mind. If you're interested in joining our trade newsletter, I put the QR code up. It's a Canada-only newsletter. It's curated by mainly Laura, my colleague who is here also with us today. It's tailored for what we know the market is interested in. And trust me, there is a lot of things going on in Dubai. So make sure you sign up for the trade newsletter. And we also have a Dubai Expert program. It's a fun, interactive game. We'll send you a little bit on a mission. You get a task to complete, and then you earn points based on how well you completed it. But now, before I hand over to my wonderful colleague, Michael from Emirates, I want to talk about the contest, the big contest that we currently won with Emirates jointly, and of course, Baxter. So you can win this ultimate Dubai escape. And this is a picture of the hotel again. It's Atlantis the Royal. If you quickly Google it, I hope your hair's already waving and shaking. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity to spend 3 nights there. And of course, Emirates was so kind to sponsor 2 tickets, economy round flight, of course, with their direct flight gateways, either from Toronto or Montreal. And lots of things are included. Now you wonder, how can I enter? So everyone who attended the first webinar and this one, you'll be automatically entered. Number 2 could be you book an Emirates flight in still the campaign time frame, which ends on October 31st. That will give you actually 10 entries, not only 1 entry, but 10 entries. You just go to the contest site and enter the booking number, and then it's being recorded. Or you complete the quiz. And the quiz is also to be found on the, and I believe, page on the very first chat that you can see here in the chat. She included the link. So just click on that link. You have to answer 3 questions. 2 of the answers were already in my presentation, and the third one will be coming from Michael. So once you enter those 3 questions, you are automatically entered as well. We're also going to draw a $250 gift voucher for everyone who attended the webinars. There will be 2 winners of a $250 Visa gift card. And with that being said, I'll hand it over. Thank you so much for your attention. I'll hand it over to Michael from Emirates.
Antje, very good. Well done. Good afternoon to our people on the East Coast, and good morning to the people on the West Coast. My name is Michael Roque. I'm with Emirates, based here in Toronto, senior sales executive. Happy to talk about everything Emirates in partnership with Dubai. In regards to Emirates, I just want to outline, we have, as Antje said, my presentation is just a recap of what the previous webinar on Emirates was. but you do want to pay attention because the content that I have in these next few slides will play a key role in you being successful for the contest. So for Emirates out of Canada, we actually have 2 gateways, Toronto and Montreal. Out of Toronto, we have the beautiful A380, which is the aircraft you see in the picture on the slide. We have a 3-class configuration, meaning we have a first class, we have a business class, and we have an economy class. If you look at our seating configuration, in first class, we have 14 suites. In business class, we have 76 seats. In economy, we have 399. So it is quite a large aircraft, but it's also very spacious. We can fit almost 500 people on that airplane very comfortably. Out of the Montreal market, we fly a Boeing 777-200 long range, which is an excellent aircraft to fly from Montreal to Dubai. We have a 2-class configuration with 38 seats in business class and 264 in economy. In reference to our network, everything centers around Dubai. Dubai is the launch pad and hub for Emirates. Flying from Toronto and Montreal into Dubai will give you easy and convenient access to Africa, North Africa, South Africa, of course, to the Middle East. A lot of popular leisure destinations like the Maldives, the Seychelles. If you're also looking into getting into India, Southeast Asia, it's excellent, as well as Australia and New Zealand. Australia is a very big, the Asia Pacific market is excellent. If you can see, it looks like a tentacle from Dubai because it is our launch pad for everything Emirates. In reference to, this is one of the, I don't like to say it, but it's like a best kept secret. I prefer to have everybody know about this. We actually have a code share agreement with Air Canada with the Aeroplan frequent flyer program where you can earn and burn Aeroplan points on Emirates. I also recommend for agents that are on this call that they sign up for the Skywards program and get their clients to sign up for the Skywards program, because Emirates is not affiliated with Star Alliance, but we do have a code share agreement with Air Canada. So it's very important to understand that. In regards to lounge access, for a lot of flyers or clients like to know what lounge access they have coming out of Toronto, Montreal. In Toronto, we offer the Maple Leaf Lounge for frequent flyers as well. In the Air Canada Signature Suite, it's for first class only. Out of Montreal, we have the Air Canada Maple Leaf Lounge. So if you're first in business class, you can access these lounges, as well as platinum and gold members for Skywards program. That's why it helps to have the Skywards program as well. In reference to the onboard experience, this is what Emirates is known for. Is the in-flight experience. What you have in front of you, here's a picture of iconic flight attendant uniforms, which is recognized globally. In reference to the onboard experience, I want to share with you a first class. So what you see here is our first class cabin. And also, I'll start from the left and work my way around like a clock. You actually can take a shower at 40,000 feet if you're flying Emirates first class. If you see the shower spa there, and it's actually fully equipped with a Bulgari amenities, luxury towels, everything you can think of in a high 5-star hotel is included in the first class shower spas. We're known for our dining. That is an actual picture of how you're going to be dined in first class with us. Another great thing is the suites that we have in first class. You can open the door or close it for its actual for privacy and convenience. In regards to the onboard lounge, this is actually in the air for first class passengers. You have an actual onboard lounge where you can have some snacks, any aperitif that you'd like to have, alcoholic beverage, wine, liquors, and so forth is available in the air and your own lounge in first class. Moving on to business class. Business class is on the A380 out of Toronto. We have 76 seats, which is it's almost double of what our competitors offer. In regards to the business class seat, I always like to say it's a full sleeper seat. It actually has a mini bar and every single seat in business class. The lay flat seats, we actually like to up it up a notch with us. We actually offer sort of like a turn down service like you'd get in a fancy hotel, where you'd get your pajamas, your amenity kit, you get changed in your pajamas. The flight attendant will put an actual mattress on top of the lay flat seat, a duvet, and a pillow to make your flight even more comfortable, especially out of Toronto, Montreal, where you're looking at a 14-hour flight. You can rest, and then you can also have breakfast upon your arrival into Dubai. The flight attendant we can make arrangements to wake you up if you wish, or if you don't want to be disturbed, you can also not be disturbed at all. But it is a unique experience. Another great amenity, or like I'd like to say privilege, is that on the onboard lounge, you also have the opportunity in business class to have your own lounge. And for those who've never flown us, I really do recommend you have the opportunity to fly us and experience business class. The onboard lounge is sort of unique in the fact that you can have like about 20 people in the onboard lounge at one time, socializing. It's a great experience to see and experience as well, because it's sort of unique in that you have a lounge at 40,000 feet. In regards to the amenity kits, Emirates always likes to do things top notch. We offer Bulgari amenity kits for both men and women, so you can feel refreshed and revitalized upon your arrival into Dubai from Toronto or Montreal. In reference to economy, our economy, I like to say, rivals some premium economy for some North American carriers. Our ICE award-winning entertainment system offers hours upon hours of content that you can watch. We also have live TV on board where you can watch live TV. We have certain channels that offer that. You can see the plane take off from 4 different camera angles, the front, the back, and the side of the airplane as well. In regards to families traveling with children, the flight attendants like to know that it's sometimes a chore to fly with small children, but what we offer is the flight attendants will do a Polaroid picture of the family together in Emirates economy, which makes the journey more fun. The amenity kits is great as well. You do receive that for long haul flights on Emirates. In regards to the dining, our food is not what you would call standard economy fare. It's always fresh. It's always tasteful. And I'm proud to say that in economy, you will not be disappointed. Of course, our business class and first is world renowned, but economy is also a great option for the travelers that experience it. In reference to Terminal 3 in Dubai, our Terminal 3 has 3 concourses, A, B, and C. And it's actually purposely built for the A380. For those of you who don't know, the A380 is one of the largest aircraft in the world. You need a separate gate for it because it actually has 2 jet bridges, one for economy, one for business class and first. In Dubai, we offer 7 first business class lounges and stopover lounges, as you can see in the top picture in the middle there. It's great. If you wanted to take a spa treatment, that's available in Terminal 3 as well. For any children that are unaccompanied minors, we have a unaccompanied minor assistance, so you can rest assured that your child will be, from departure to arrival, be accompanied and taken care of from Emirates staff. Terminal 3, we're state of the art in regards to biometric path, where you can actually go through the gates with a biometric gate technology. The dining, once again, it's incredible that we also offer casual and fine dining in Emirates Terminal 3. We also offer, as Anche said, the shopping is great in Dubai, but it's also great in the terminal. So you're able to capitalize on that. In regards to self-service baggage drop-off, it's a great service for those people who do not want to queue up. There's never a long queue at any Emirates check-in, but for those who prefer self-service baggage drop-off, we do offer that at Terminal 3 in Dubai. The chauffeur drive program is a great program for anybody flying business or first. In Toronto or in Montreal, within 80 kilometers of the airport of Toronto, Montreal, you can get a complimentary chauffeur drive upon arrival and upon return, or so upon departure and upon return with Emirates for any business class or first passengers. So that's our Terminal 3, which is absolutely amazing for anybody who gets to experience that. Now, my Emirates pass. For those of you who don't know, if you keep your boarding pass, it can be electronic or paper. When you get to Dubai, you can use the boarding pass to have discounts on activities such as Heli Dubai. If you want to go shopping, if you want to use the spa, the away spa, you can have discounts on that. If you want to have lunch at the Atmosphere at Burj Khalifa, you can use that Emirates boarding pass to gain you discounts on these amenities that are listed on the slide right here. So from a Emirates perspective, I'd like to thank everybody from East Coast to West Coast for their time and attention. Like I said, Antje prefaced in her presentation, what I discussed here is part of the contest. So I hope you paid attention, and I thank you for everybody's time today, and I wish you all the best.
Wonderful. Thank you so much to Antje and Michael for the presentation. So I think we'll kind of dive into the Q&A portion. So feel free to post any questions you have in the Q&A section of the chat box, and hopefully we can answer those. I did see a question about from Gloria asking where they can find the recording of the first webinar. I've also posted it in the chat, but you can find the recording on the Baxter Media YouTube page, and we'll also include that in the email that we'll send to everyone as well. So we'll send the recording of part 1 and 2. Okay, looks like we have a question from Jay asking, will business class packs from USA get chauffeur service too? And how do we arrange it for them?
Yeah, absolutely. Any business class passenger are entitled to the chauffeur drive. It's available through the GDS, or you can simply call Emirates Reservations, or you can also do it online through my Emirates Partner Portal.
For the contest when booking an EK flight, does it have to be to DXB, or can it be a booking to anywhere EK flies?
That's a great question. It does need to include Dubai with at least kind of one night. But we're happy about every booking. Michael, do you want to say
something? You're a great partner because you always know how to promote both Dubai and Emirates. So I really appreciate that. Now we value every booking, absolutely. But for contest purposes, it definitely has to be via Dubai.
You still have time, October 31st.
Exactly. 9 days before Halloween.
Okay, great. We also have a question from Debbie. Debbie asks, how often does Emirates fly to Dubai from Toronto and Montreal?
Well, Debbie, if you paid attention in the presentation, we do it daily. One flight a day from Toronto and Montreal.
Great. Dina also asked, do group bookings also qualify for the contest?
I don't believe so for this one. I'd have to follow up. I have to look at the T's and C's on that. But Antje, maybe you can shed some light on that.
Yeah, I think they do qualify because we did have that discussion beforehand, but as one booking.
Okay. Thanks for clarifying that, because I wasn't sure, but I knew the EK bookings count, but I didn't know if the group bookings were part of it. But thanks for clarifying.
And then Jaspreet had also asked a little bit earlier, how do I submit my EK booking? So in the link and page, could you please favor yours again? I kind of kicked you off the top. I'm so sorry, with my Dubai visit website. If you go to the link, there is a field where you can enter the booking number, and that's how Emirates will be able to see who submitted which booking numbers, and you will be automatically entered. And the recommended amount of time to spend in Dubai, as I mentioned, it really depends on your traveler's profile. The average stay for a typical Canadian, if they stay as a destination only, is kind of 7-8 days. Stopover is typically 3 nights, 2 to 3 nights. Some really, yeah, you can do it. Dubai has a lot to offer, and that's maybe one of the reasons why we have also a lot of repeat travelers. Once you're there, you realize how incredibly much there is to see and to do in terms of different experiences. But for the starters, if you have ever asking anyone for a stopover, I would make no less than 2-3 nights for sure. And they will be hungry for more.
Yeah, and also too, you're dealing with some 8-hour time zone change for the East Coast, 11-hour time zone change for the West Coast, depending if you're in Vancouver or not. So it is quite a haul, but like Antje said, it's an amazing destination that definitely pictures don't do it justice. That I know that the Dubai frame's in front of you right now, but the to see that live, it's absolutely incredible.
There is also a question from Suzanne, guest with mobility issues in Dubai. Suzanne, I'm happy to send you more direct information on that to your email address. In fact, Dubai really, really prides itself for all the work it has done in that sector. And how basically they are referred to as people with determination, because it's a very important topic to Dubai, and everything, like a lot, is accessible in terms of beaches. But yes, I'm happy to send you more direct information on that if you wish.
Great. We also have a question from Elisa, specifically for Michael. So for the chauffeur drive, how many are included? Home to YYZ and DXB to hotel, and is available on return as well?
Yeah, like I said, it's available for departure and return. So from home to Toronto or Montreal, and when you arrive back, or when you're in Dubai, from Dubai to your hotel, it's available. And then from when you come from Dubai back into Toronto or Montreal, it's available from Toronto to Montreal to your home within 80 kilometers. It's a great selling feature for business class and first class passengers.
Great. We also have another question here. I'm not sure if this one was answered yet or not, but it says, does a client at Premium Economy have access to lounge in Dubai?
We don't have Premium Economy coming out of Toronto or Montreal. We only have business class and first.
All right. And Nancy asked, how do you register your bookings for the contest?
It's if you go to that link that is now pinned again on the top. Thank you so much, Paige. If you open that link, and hold on, I'm actually going to do it right now too. You can see there is a section that says bookings, and it says insert any Emirates point-to-point bookings made between September 29 and October 31st. So it's the booking reference or the reservation numbers. As far as I'm concerned, both of them are acceptable in that field. And anyone who watched the webinars, you don't have to register extra. You are automatically being entered into the draw.
Awesome. And I think Elisa also has another question for Michael. Can agents get commission booking on Emirates Direct?
It depends on, for webinars, we never talk about commissions or compensation. Happy to email me directly. Let me know what agency you belong to, and I'll be happy to discuss what arrangements have been made with the particular company you work with.
Great. So maybe we'll take our last question here. It says, which destination EK has premium class available on its network?
It's always on we have a lot of premium economy definitely coming out of Dubai on the A350, which is our newest aircraft. The best way to look at it is if you look at, if you go to Emirates Partner Portal, it'll show all the aircraft and destinations where premium economy is available. The Emirates Partner Portal is great for, it's your one resource for everything. I know there's been a lot of media attention in regards to the Middle East and so forth, but the Emirates Partner Portal will show you everything in regards to travel advisories, aircraft, any questions regarding Dubai or any destination that Emirates serve. It's a great resource to have. And maybe I'll include that I'll include the link to that in the chat.
Great. Thank you, Michael. Sorry, we also have one more question. Isabel asked, will the gift card raffle be done here live?
No, it will be done after the fact, because we have to see who attended the first as well as the second. and then those will be automatically entered. So for everyone who was watching this webinar and did not watch the first one, please do go to the form that's pinned in the top and answer the 3 quiz questions. That will also enter you into the contest. It's the link right posted on top. Click on that, and then you see 3 quiz questions. They were all answered throughout this webinar. That's your other way.
Great, thank you. Okay, so any last words from Antje or Michael before I do the closing statements?
I just want to thank everyone. Michael, you did such a good job. How can I even do? You included all of Canada from everywhere, wherever you dial in from. Thank you so much for your attention. We know time is money. You have a lot of things on your plate, being busy entrepreneurs, selling travel. Thank you for making the time. We appreciate it. And also a personal thank you to also Paige, you for the great moderation. And Michael, Emirates is such a fantastic partner. And for anyone who wins that contest, good luck. We'll keep all of our fingers and toes crossed for everyone.
And remember, it's for 2 tickets, not just 1, 2 tickets to Dubai. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much. Have a great rest of the week.